Welcome everyone to a wonderful week. This has
Mm,
got to be like my favorite episode of the year so far, man. I know that we've done
I think it will
interviews
be
and it's
of
going to
all the
be
year.
out of all the whole year. This this was a long time coming here.
It
This
was
was
actually, yeah.
this is a long time. It's been like almost 3 years since we've had another album from A Day to Remember
Mhm.
and Big Ole Album Volume 1, which means that there's a Volume 2 coming out,
It
which I
does.
am very excited for, and I want to hear what that's going to be like. Uh,
Yeah.
this is this was such an experience. I got to experience this album before it came out on streaming platforms, and as soon
Yep.
as it hit streaming platforms, I could finally play it while I was at work, and I've been listening to this album nonstop. On my, it's just this is an amazing album to me. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
say that right now. Um, what were your expectations going into this, Huxley, when you were going to listen to this album? Like, did you have any kind of expectations from them?
I don't know if I had any expectations, but I did feel, as I already said to you once, that I did feel pressure that I was going to have to enjoy this album no matter how it sounded, just because it is your favorite band of all time
Oh,
from your
it's not my favorite
hometown.
band. I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't even like these guys.
No, I don't even know
Uh,
who these guys are.
I definitely did feel a little bit of pressure, but I thought, no, let's just put that to one side and listen to the album as it's made. And yeah, I went in with no expectations, and I agree that it was an absolute banger of an album. I enjoyed every song, and I didn't expect to do that, but I really did, genuinely.
Same. This was
Mm,
the as soon as I heard it when my mom called me, she says, because my mom, bless her heart, she's the best mother in the world that could anyone could ask for. Hi mom, how are you? I know you're probably
Hi.
gonna watch this. Love you so much for this. She got me the I don't know if anyone has seen it yet, but she got me the vinyl for the Big
That
Ole
is cool.
Album. And this is probably like my favorite thing in the world. Here's like a little
Mm,
close up. You can see like the
yeah,
splatter on it and stuff. And then,
looks great.
yeah. And then what was cool about it is like, you got the picture of them here. I
Yeah.
absolutely, sorry about my ring light. My
So
ring
good, the
light was,
artwork. The artwork's
artwork
just
is so
awesome, in it?
cool. And then
It
that's not
is.
even like the best part, because the best part is this. This is the actual album
The
art
full
for it, and
thing.
I get to like look at it all the time, man. And
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Elton John, but LJ Remember has to go in front of you. I'm sorry.
Hey, if Elton John listened to this album, I'm sure he'd be fine with that.
He would be. I'm pretty sure Elton John would listen to the Day Ringer. I'm damn sure about that. Um, but we're gonna go ahead and get started with this album review. This is what a banger to start out with. Make it make sense. This
Mm,
this was an absolute, and they finally had lyrics on Spotify. I was so happy, and
yes.
I was like, Huxley, they got lyrics now. You're like, I'm just like, yeah, they finally got it. It's like,
I got to
yes, it's
read. You've been
here.
able to read it for weeks anyway, because of through
That
the
is true.
insert, haven't
'Cause-
you?
yeah, yeah, because
Yeah.
if you come here, if you look on the back, they have all the lyrics here
That's
on
so
the.
old school. I love that.
So it was really cool, and I've been sharing like all their videos that they've been doing and putting in about it. But
Yeah.
let's go ahead and talk about the make it make sense, man.
Hmm.
You know,
What an opener. Let's
I
just say.
just got I just got one thing to say to you, Huxley. You want it, you fucking got it. This is just what a way to open up a song, man. This
Yeah.
is this was one of those ones where like
Mm,
the high energy that you get when it first came in with like the electronic blast beats and the hard new metal core that's going
mm,
on, and
yeah.
then so I actually kind of want to get like a tattoo on my arm here of lyrics. I just want
Really.
something on there, yeah.
Mm,
But there's there's a couple of lyrics that are on here in this album that I'm going to point out that I kind of
yeah.
have some ideas of what I want.
I love
And
that.
this one was the lyric from this song that I wanted was, why do we wait when we can't rewind? And I
Mm,
absolutely love that line. It's
yeah.
just like we're just standing still and we're running in place till we're out of time. And
Mm,
the glass is half full, but it's
I
never
love that one.
enough. And I
Yeah.
love these lyrics. The lyrics are just so powerful here. And
Hmm.
I love is like when he goes, why do I always take the high road? You can't shut your mouth, so let's burn it down, boys, because this whole thing's headed south. And the way he says
Yeah.
south and he screams it out is absolutely amazing. This
Hmm.
album, not just album, but this song
Yeah.
is so catchy too. And what a
Hmm.
way to fucking just open up a brand new album. This song's a 10 out of 10 for me. Like
I know you love this.
I did, and this was the song that we were trying to record, but Huxley's audio didn't
Ah,
record.
yeah.
This is the remember. I like this was the one
Mm,
that when I first heard it, I was like, Huxley, we got to record this, you know. And we
yeah.
even did LeBron too, but we'll get there when we get there. What
Yeah.
did you think about this song, man? Like, you got any notes for this one?
Well, I mean, other than it being an absolute banger, that huge chorus to me is the part that I love the most. So when he's because it is just such a massive. Well, I feel like it is just a huge run where he's singing about, um, like you said, actually that part where he says the glass half full, but it's never enough. I love that.
Yeah.
He just sounds like so downbeaten and being like, confused. What the fuck? Make it make sense. I love the whole story behind that. But
Yeah, and
yeah,
it's
just when
because
he's
no, go
sorry, go
ahead,
on.
go ahead. No, go
So
ahead. Finish your thought.
so the first chorus part where it says, "Why do we hurt everyone we love? Carry our pride like a loaded gun. Glass half full, but it's never enough. Make it make sense. Make it make sense." That first chorus is what pulled me in immediately when we did that reaction to it, and I just thought, if this is what we're in for in track one, what the hell are we in for the rest of the album? That's how I was
Right.
feeling from listening to this.
And from start to finish, this was a wild ride. And this was a
Hmm.
great way to start it out. And I think
Yeah, yeah.
that going back to that glass half full, but it's never enough kind of deal, people can,
Mm,
have like everything that they want, but it's never enough to them. And
yeah.
that's kind of like where I'm getting from this, and we carry our pride like it's a loaded gun. Like we're so
Mm,
prideful in what we do. And,
yeah.
if someone like challenges that pride, it's like we have a loaded gun, it's just ready to go off,
Hmm.
like,
Yeah.
and it's like, don't you fucking dare do that to me. Don't
Mm,
you
mm,
dare, ruin my pride about that.
yeah.
And, the song is very humbling in a way
Mm,
where
yeah, it is.
where he says make it make sense. It's like why is everyone like this and it's
Mm,
just not enough for them? Make it make
yeah.
sense to me of why this is happening.
Mm,
And
mm,
the message in this song is really cool. I really do like this
it
song.
is. I agree. Yeah, it's a really, really good one, and it's a very strong opener.
Very strong. This was probably
Yeah,
if we did another top five opening, this was definitely going to go on there for
yeah. I think
sure.
it would have to be in there. Yeah.
It has to be, man. But that's all I got for this one. We can go ahead and go on
Hmm.
to feedback,
Yeah.
and then we can move it to feedback here. Yep. So feedback. Huxley, I'm gonna let you start on this one, man.
Yeah. So I was thinking about this earlier on today. Because I've obviously listened to this album again today plenty of times, and I kind of feel foolish for not getting this song when I first heard it. Obviously, like when it first came out, there was no real news about an album, and the song dropped, and I listened to it and thought, oh, I kind of expected more from this, and
Got
at
you.
the time didn't really think that it was going to grow on me. But after listening to this album many, many times, it has grown on me very much, and I like the fact that this is track number 2 as well. So you've
Hmm.
got the make it make sense. Why are people like this? Whatever, and then you kick straight into this, which is obviously much a very upbeat, energetic song. And again, just love. And now I love the message behind the song of if I want to know something, if I don't want to know what you think about me or think about anything, then I
Hmm.
will ask you. But otherwise, keep your mouth shut. And I just love that. It's the ultimate FU anthem. And
No, I totally
yeah,
get that,
it
man.
has
I totally get
really
it.
grown on me so much. Like I can't believe how much I do enjoy this song now from my
I
original like
one of
thoughts.
my so one of my favorite lines, because you know me, I'm a big lyric guy.
Oh, of
I love
course.
my
Yeah.
lyrics. One of my favorite lines, just one line, says down the dial with your switchblade smile. I
Hmm.
absolutely love like like the metaphors here, with your switchblade smile,
Yeah.
like your smile could hurt people, you know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
down, like, or you're like Two-Faced or something. And then he goes, could you hit a nerve, struck a chord, I don't play no more, little drama queen, karma king. I love the way
That's
he
great,
says
that
those.
part.
I love the way he says it. It's like, it's just so catchy. And then this song is just like, if all the feedback that they were getting from this song alone, when they were releasing it, you know,
Ironic.
it's ironic, right? To where
Yeah.
these people are like, have you read the lyrics yet? Have you heard these lyrics? If I want to hear feedback, I'll let you know, motherfucker. You know, like this. He doesn't give a shit, bro. He doesn't give a shit. This is more about like, this goes out to like all the critics that are, or all the wannabe critics that are like, I've heard people call this album trash. Like, if you get out of like all of the like a Day to Remember pages that I'm a part of, and I've heard people call this album, and they call it trash. Like, oh, this wasn't as good as Common Courtesy, or this wasn't as good as Homesick. Go fuck yourself. Like, this is absolutely a 10 out of 10 album for me. I only give it a 9. I'll give it a 9.5 because there wasn't more songs.
I like that. I like that reasoning.
More, you know. But overall, this was a great pace to the start of the album. You have Make It Make Sense, and then you have this one, high energy. You get some like punk like rhythms in here, and you get like that new metal punk-ish. This is a very A Day to Remember song. If like if you put all the elements together that make it A Day to Remember song, you have it here.
Yeah.
This is one of those
I think
ones
that too.
where,
Not that I know them as heavy as you do, but I do get that feeling as well.
yeah, and it's like, and then there was, I really love where he goes, liar, won't let you down easy, liar, say you don't mean it, liar, better find another scene, take a one-way trip where the blacktop leads peace. And then he goes, you fuck. And I'm like, bro, oh my God, this is, like, how can you hate on this song? This song, like, and you're right, it grew on me, because when it came on, I was like, feels too short, it feels like there's not, like, a lot going on. And then I started
because we've not
lyrics.
mentioned the fact that it's 2 minutes 32 seconds.
Yeah, it's a very quick
short
song, but there's so much going on in here that people just don't understand what it takes to make a really good song. And it doesn't, they do it perfectly here. And I think that this is probably one of, it's not my top track of the album, obviously. We'll definitely get to those. I'll get my solid platinum choices, you know, later on after we're done.
Mine.
Or yours. But I think that this one also grew on me a little bit, because I see all these criticisms about this album or this song, and it's just like, where have you been the last like 22 years that they've been making music? Bro, there's never going to be another Homesick album. You know that, right?
No.
It's like these guys are dads now. These guys are family guys now.
Yeah.
And I mentioned Family Guy. That's another reference. There we go. Like, the only thing I'm trying to say is that you're not going to have another album that's going to be like a Homesick or Common Courtesy, which are absolute bangers of albums. And I even had someone like trash the Bad Vibrations album, which is one in my top 3 favorite albums of them. Yeah. And I'm like, are you serious? There's so many bangers on here. There's so many good lyrics on here. Like, maybe You're Welcome wasn't as great as it could have been, but this is a big step up from that album, if I do say myself.
Absolutely is.
It is, and I just don't get all the hate. And this song goes out to all of you. This goes out to all of you that want to trash this album. If I want your feedback, just so long, motherfucker. I don't care. I don't care about this. Like, this is a great album, and that's all I got to really say about this one, man. You fuck, right? I just absolutely love the way he said that. It was so good.
Yeah, that was great. An amazing way to end
this one, man. About this one, we can definitely go on to our next one. This was the first song on the album that we did not know whenever. So this is actually the first brand new track. I love the way this one starts. There's nothing between us but oceans of bad blood. I just, bro.
Not a little bit. Not a couple of cuts. Yeah.
not a puddle.
Oceans.
Oceans, not one, oceans.
Yeah.
Of bad blood. Like, bro, who pissed you off? Like,
I know.
who made you so mad to write this? And I really love the way he says, let's get the small talk. You already know I got no poker face and I don't like you. Well, lucky for me, it's just a matter of taste. Like, it's just a matter of taste of what I like or what I don't like. Who cares? Like you,
Do you know, I've only just thought about this now. Is this a message to the critics that are slamming them?
I think that this whole album is. I think that this whole album is a message to the critics. And I think that this is like a comeback album for them, basically, of like, you know, because between Bad Vibrations and You're Welcome, when You're Welcome came out, people didn't really take too kindly to that one, but there were some really good tracks on that album. I'm not saying that that's their best album, because it's obviously not their best album. I definitely, you know, have criticisms with that album, but I'm not going to say it's a bad album. I give that album maybe a 7 out of 10, 6.5 out of 10, you know, if I'm gracious enough. But this whole album is a big FU to anyone that criticizes them. And Jeremy just gives no shits, man, at all.
And I love that. That's what makes this great.
And
then
there were like
big FU hands.
It really is. And then there was an interview where people were talking to Jeremy, because I've watched a lot of interviews about this post release of the physical album and stuff. And he even said, you know, we're just going to do what we're going to do. And, you know, I'm not here to, as it should be. He says, I'm here to make music. I'm not here to make people happy. That's, you know, I'm happy enough that people love our music enough to, you know, like give it criticisms, or, you know, or I love like basically I'm paraphrasing what he's saying, but he's here to just make music. He loves this. And I don't get it, man. I don't get the hate. You know, people are going to hate because they want to hate. And then that's just how it's going to be. And then I guess that's where this song came in, you know, Bad Blood, you know, that's, this one was catchy. I really love the
catchy
one. Chord. This is like the nothing between you is nothing but bad blood, you know, and he goes through that. And then I love the second verse where he goes, don't get it twisted. I know that you like rewriting history. Like, I like that one because I think that that's kind of like a callback to they're trying to rewrite of what they thought about their older albums, maybe, or maybe that this person.
I felt similar, like when he says, I know about rewriting history, that to me made it sound like critics or haters want them to write another Homesick, but they're not going to do that. They're going to write what they want to write at this moment in time, like you said, stage of their lives and everything else. It's things have changed since then, and it's not that same time, and that is what a band does, and especially a band that takes current thing, you know, writes about what's society and current things happening now, which is basically what we've got with all of these tracks. You know, people have slated them for the last album, and now here they are again. Well, here's a banger album, and we're going to write about what you said just about us. So the rewriting history, that's the bit that I got for that anyway. Kind of saying, well, we'll write what album we want to write now, rather than just write. Because in a way, if they came out and did, let's just say, some sort of Homesick Part 2, there's no doubt that there would be critics saying, oh, you're just doing the same thing again. You know, you're just rehashing what you've done previously. It's almost like they can't win what they do. Whatever they do, somebody's going to have something bad to say about it. So why not just give them a big fuck you? I love it.
And then like after that, they says, you can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You know, I love
exactly
that. And then it goes in, and Mama tried to warn me about times like this. I don't start shit, but I'll finish it. I love that, man. It's like, you're going to start shit with me. I'm going to finish this shit right now. And that's how I feel about it. And this is how it's going to be. And I don't give a shit what you say. You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. Lie to me to my face and see what happens. You know, like, tell me that I'm trash, because I know that I'm not trash. But a lot of people love me. You know, because I think whenever we did the You're Welcome review or whatever, when we were doing the Day to Remember, I remember they had about 4.2 million followers. I think they're at like 5.5 right now, or like between 5.3 and 5.5 million followers now.
Okay.
So over that time, they've gotten over another million followers. So they're doing something obviously right.
Of course. Yeah.
But the part that really gets to me is when before the break, because it got a breakdown, it came out of nowhere with this song, by the way. Let's get to it. This is I got nothing more to give. I'll tell it like it is. Ra-ta-ta-ta-ta, take it personal. Absolutely love it. And he says, take it personal. And he goes, ooh. And I'm like, bro, let's go.
Yeah,
this is what I'm here for.
Mental there.
Give me more.
What is the rat-ta-ta-ta-ta? What is that a call? Shout out to Electric Callboy.
Yeah.
I'd love it if it is.
I think that he was saying like it's a rat maybe, or maybe he's just doing like some kind of like lyrical thing.
I wasn't sure if it was a rat-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta.
Oh, maybe that was, and
firing
then he goes,
shots.
And then he takes the ta to take
shots.
it personal. Because he does a TA from take and ra-ta-ta-ta, take it personal. Oh, that kind of, because I didn't even think about
shots
that.
Fired.
Shots fired. Okay, that's, love it, man. This song is absolutely amazing. It's not like one of their harder songs on the album, but when it came to this breakdown, I thought that this breakdown was chunky. It was
it reminded me a little bit of Beartooth, I have to say this.
I was just gonna bring that up because he's on the album cover. You know, he's right there in front. He's right there in front, bro.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, he's right there. If you look to the left here, he's right here. That's him. Yeah, he's right there.
Who's that? That's
from Wage War, man.
No, I said Beartooth.
Oh, Beartooth. I'm sorry. Wait. Okay.
Yeah. No. Okay. Right. That makes sense. I'm like, that does not look like Caleb. I don't think so. No.
I haven't looked at this whole album. There's so much to take in on this album.
Yeah. No.
But there is another song in here that kind of reminds me of the new Wage War album, and we'll get there too. Because that's
I've got a potential interesting fact to throw in actually.
Okay, cool. Is it
I'll hold on to it.
Okay, all right. Hold on to that. I do this one too. There's one more lyric I want to talk about in here where he goes, "Fool me once, can't fool me twice." You know,
I forgot to mention that. I've got it written down. Yeah.
And I love that. It says, "I'm not going to forget this. You can fool me once, but you can't fool me twice with the same thing. You know, I'm not going to forget about this." And he remembered everything that was said about, you know, his older albums and stuff. And then, or whoever wronged him, they really pissed him off, man.
I know. Yeah. And I love that part. I actually wrote that down and completely forgot to even say it.
Did you really?
yeah, that's one of my favorite parts. Because I love how he sort of like strains the voice and it goes higher, doesn't it? It just sounds really good how he sings that part. Yeah.
Absolutely love it. So,
banger.
With that said, another banger, like another 10 out of 10. Like I said, this album is just basically filled with 10 out of 10s. This album has grown.
It's not that we're biased. Anyone that's listening, we are not. I'm certainly
biased.
You absolutely are biased.
I am absolutely biased, but I will tell them if this song is like a skippable song or something, you know, this is like a song that I don't really, because I have said that in the past where I didn't really like their pop punk covers. I didn't really like them. You know, that's fine. Whatever. There's just two songs I didn't really enjoy. You know, I didn't really enjoy the Cable Car or, you know, that other Kelly Clarkson song that they did.
Yeah.
Skippable.
I like that one.
I know
I personally like that one.
I know you do. I know you do.
I'm a bit of a singles whore, and we've mentioned that before, haven't we?
That's very true. So we're gonna go. I'm gonna let you start this one, Huxley. All my friends. Let me have it, buddy.
I've actually got written down for this Millennial Anthem. How do you feel about that?
Very much so. Very much so.
Isn't it though? It so is. It's got that awesome, like, it has got the pop punk vibe for me for this one. And I just, this really like took me back, and just listening to it, and obviously now getting the chance to read the lyrics, it just made me feel like when I first started properly hanging out, like going out to bars and clubs, going to gigs like for the first time with my friends, like in the summer when it's light into the night and you can just kind of fuck around with friends, literally drinking and hanging around places that we probably shouldn't have been.
Have a pint or two.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, a couple of pints. But Yeah, this just really made me feel nostalgic. This whole track made me feel nostalgic, and I got a little bit. I think I said it to you as well on like maybe the first listen. Is that this gave me a feeling of All My Friends Are Metalheads by Less Than Jake. I don't know why. It's
I
nothing
absolutely
like.
agree with that. No, I totally
Yeah,
thought that too,
yeah,
bro.
yeah. It's
I
got the
definitely got
same
that
vibe
vibe.
in the
Yep.
song. It's not. It doesn't sound anything like it, but
Nothing.
just the feeling you get from listening to it. I got the feeling from this one
I
as
was
well.
actually gonna bring that up if you weren't gonna bring that
Really,
up. Yeah,
I
because
love that.
it definitely gave me that vibe because like I said, Lesson Jake is, from around this area too. He's from Gainesville.
Yeah.
It's just about, 40 to 45 minutes north of here
Mm,
where Jeremy is from.
yeah.
And little known fact, Jeremy is actually from Anthony, not Ocala. Ocala is just the bigger city within it. Like
All right. Okay.
Anthony is a town that's here,
Yeah.
and Ocala is just the bigger city.
Mm,
And
yeah.
but he's actually from Anthony, maybe on the very outskirts of Ocala. But Anthony is
Yeah.
literally like a minute or two drive from where I'm at
Mm,
right now.
yeah. Yeah.
And it's funny that you say that because
That's cool.
I literally just drove past his parents' house not too long ago when I was going out to one of my
Hmm.
buddy's funerals because he lives out that way, and I drove
Mm,
past their house, where
yeah.
he did his garage band and stuff. Where
Yeah. Yeah.
I got to see them play in the garage, which was
That is so
amazing,
cool. That
and it's just so cool to see that.
I
And
do love
then,
that.
but what's so funny is that the property right next to that house is where he bought his parents a new house. So like
Oh,
they're
okay.
right next to each other, and it's
Yeah. Yeah.
really funny. Yeah,
That
yeah.
is cool.
I love
Wholesome.
that, man. It's
Yeah.
very wholesome to see like where you grew up, because now that
Hmm.
that house is being rented out to other people and stuff like
Yeah.
that, and but they get to keep an eye out on the house, which is
Mm.
really cool.
Imagine
Um,
living there in the history house, as I'm calling it.
isn't it cool? That's so
Yeah.
cool,
Yeah.
man. The history was
I
literally
hope they're
made in this
treating it well.
house.
Whoever you are that's living there, I hope you're treating it well.
And if you hear this, please treat the house with the utmost respect.
Yeah.
the
Anyway,
speaking of
all my
speaking
friends,
of
tell me.
hold, no, hold on. Speaking of the
Okay.
hometowns, he says I got a text from the crew of my hometown, Ocala, Anthony, whatever. I'm just gonna say
Yeah.
Ocala for the most part
Yeah.
because everyone knows this one. But that was a
Mm,
callback to Ocala, and I was like, oh, I love this. I
yeah.
love these callbacks, man.
Hmm.
I love hearing he's like, and he says, "Be ready to roll. I'm ride or die." So they know not to ask me. Yeah, because they already know. I turned on the radio. They're playing "The Boys Are Back in Town." The boys are back in town.
I love that.
Absolutely. I
I do
me
love that
too.
part. A little
I
bit of
love that.
fanboy there.
A little bit of
I
fanboy
love
for
that
me
song.
too. And I
Yeah.
can't tell you how many times I went. I have yet to skip a song on this
Mm,
album through and through. And when it gets to
yeah.
this song, and I'm in my work truck, or I'm like or I'm like on a drive or something, I'm singing in the truck, man. This is one of
Yeah.
those ones that's
As you should.
this is absolutely going to be a karaoke hit, guaranteed, bro.
For you.
And for me,
Yeah.
I don't know about
Yeah.
anyone else,
Maybe for me. Who knows?
hey, who knows, man? Get a couple pints in you, maybe you might even try. I really love this, and there's like, hyping me up. There ain't no way I'm coming down, but I have a little bit of a meme joke for this song. So,
Okay.
so there's a Grand Theft Auto game with CJ. There's a meme where he says, "Oh shit, here we go again."
Oh, yeah.
And I saw that meme on the Day Remember page or whatever,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
memes for it, and I was like, "Oh my god!" I laughed harder than I needed to when it came
Is
to
that
this.
is that what
That's
this
where this
lyric
is
is
from.
about? Oh my god.
I don't think that that's where it's from,
I
but
do.
it was
Now you've
fun.
pointed that out. I think it is that.
It's super funny that that's just a
It seems
coincidence,
very
maybe.
coincident. Yeah. Yeah.
But it's really funny. It's like, oh shit, here we go again, and I love that,
Yeah.
man. Another night out here with all my friends. I love to go out with my friends. I love to go out karaoke. I love to have a few beers. This is just
Mm,
reminds me of like all the good times that I've had with my friends over the years. Whether we're
yeah.
friends no longer, or we're still friends to this day. I like
Mm,
going out with them, and I don't have to, drink to have a good time with them.
hmm.
But I really love where he goes when we walk in the door. Everyone's, "Hey, man, I ain't looking for trouble." I absolutely love that line. It's just so good. This is such a feel good song, man.
It
This is one
is.
of those songs where you put on, and this is even songs for people that don't really like the screamy music. You know, people like Mana Bear, and Mana Bear's not really into the screamy stuff. This is
Yeah.
this is one of those songs I think that she would probably like because
Yeah.
it doesn't have like screaming, and you know, oh, it's just great.
And it's feel good.
It's
I think this would be
song.
a good song if you were to say, have you heard the new A Day to Remember album? And they were like, well, send me a song and I'll see if I like it. I would probably send them this.
I would send them this or LeBron first.
Oh, yeah. Well, we'll get onto that.
But we'll get onto that when we get to that. But the other lyrics that I really love in here says, the bartender asks, do you want to make it a double? Yeah, 42 and Patron. You know, it's like, bro, why are you drinking tequila?
What is, for an English idiot, what is the 42 reference?
I can't remember what the 42 reference is, but Patron is a tequila.
That is tequila, yeah, I've had that.
But I'm like, all I knew is that he was having a couple shots of this.
Right, okay.
Bro, how?
Yeah.
And he goes, it burned on the way down, but after a couple, I threw him back like a pro. Now Cody's behind me, he's screaming, tinnitus for the boys, tinnitus for the boys. Another call back to, you know, the boys are back in town.
Yeah.
I just really love this song, man. This song is just so wholesome. This is a wholesome song.
It is, yeah. Another hub. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to find out what is 42.
Are you trying to figure out what the 42 is?
I think it's a tequila. Don Julio 1942 tequila. Yeah,
that's tequila. So he's having.
So they're on the tequila, and is it this one or is it this one? And they're like, nah, just whatever.
And he's just making a double, so he's getting two different types of tequila put into one shot. Oh my god, I could never, man. Tequila. I'm more of a whiskey guy. I like my whiskey, you know, or any kind of like dark ale. I'm not really a rum guy either, but whiskey's just.
I was just gonna say, I quite like the rum. Yeah,
rum is a little bit too bitter for me. I think it's just a little too.
Okay.
It's too dry.
I do love a good whiskey, though. Yeah,
like, whiskeys are like I love the barrel-aged whiskeys. Obviously, you got Jack Daniels over there.
That is a favorite.
But I really love like towards the end also, where it says, you know, put your drink in the air and toast to right here and right now. Paint this town tonight. Put your drink, like, and it repeats that again. I really love that because during that time when he's doing this, there's like a background of people. There's like a breakdown of people in a bar or people are having a good time. And I really love hearing those background noises and hearing those.
Again, it just makes you think of your times before in bars and
of clanking glasses and, you know, having a good time, having shots with the buddies, getting blackout drunk in the Navy. You know, that's what this room really reminds me of. I just really love this song, man. That's all I really got.
Yeah, it's a fun
song, man. And now it's your turn to talk about To the Death.
To the Death.
Tell me about it, Huxley.
Yes. This is another grower for me. Yeah.
We go from feel good to someone is about to die.
Yes, basically. Yeah, this one has been a grower for me as well. I mean, obviously, the fight like it's to the death way that it opens is absolute killer and just immediately pulls you straight in and then probably punches you in the face and just knocks you straight down, I think, actually.
I really love, because if you go in the beginning of the song, you listen closely, there's like a little build up before he goes, hey, and then there's like a little bit.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, there's a little bit of reverb or there's like some kind of electronic sounds that are like mixed in there a little bit. If you really deep dive, or maybe like it's just the guitar like tuned a certain way, but it
sounds a little bit like that.
Yeah, it's like it's an interesting sound.
Some sort of effect. Yeah.
Some sort of effect that's going on, but I really love that effect and it drew me in. But continue.
Yeah. Sounds really good. Does that good spot? Oh man, this is just a brutal
start, right?
heavy. Yeah, this is just banger, and I love his growling vocals. They sound so good. Like they sound so deep. They sound so like full, and what's the lyric that I got written down for this actually? Oh no, well we'll probably get to it, but it's obviously the breakdown part.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely get there.
But I'll hold on to that.
Are there any other lyrics that you liked in the song? Did you write
Um,
anything down that you
I
like?
am
Before I
obsessed
go on my
with.
rant,
Yeah, I know you've got a lot to say on this. I am obsessed with a lot of the choruses on this album. This again, but
Same,
all of
same,
them are just so good at that. So this one
amazing.
where he says, after the kill or be killed scream, and he says, "You push me
Yep,
over the edge because I'm nothing like you, nothing like you." Again, now we've spoken about the
yep.
critics, probably to them. Um, don't do some shit you'll regret because I know what I'd do if I have to fight like it's to the death. Such
Yes, I
just like that
love
power
this, man.
song. This song
And I
feels
love
like it gives me
how he has
power.
open vocals when he says "to the death." There's
Mm,
no real music being played, and then
yeah.
it's just him, and he
All
says
the
"to the
focus on
death," and
him.
then it comes back in. I was
Mm,
like, "Bro, let's go." The
yeah,
first time I heard this album in my car, right, and
yeah.
this song came on, and I heard the hey or whatever, and then he's like fight to the death. I'm like, oh, stank face is just all through this whole song. I'm throwing elbows in my car. I'm getting in. I'm doing the lawnmower and shit. I feel like I'm in the pit when I'm listening to this
Yeah.
song.
This is a pit
And
song, definitely.
but there is some lyrics that I really like. Where he goes, "Pray on the weak," because we're literally right after the first chorus in the second verse. He says, "Pray on the
Yeah.
weak and circle the wounded. It's a pack mentality. You're worthless alone. Take your cheap shots while there's safety in numbers till your blood's on the trail and they turn on their own." And I love the
Mm,
way that they do the till your blood's on the trail and they turn on their own. The way he
yeah.
emphasizes in the music, and it just
Yeah.
beat after beat, it for word, it does that. And I was like, let's go. Like this musically,
Mm,
this made like with the lyrics, this was so good. But I
great,
really
innit?
love that it's a pack mentality. We are
Mm,
all here, man. We are all here
yeah.
in this pack, and your safety in numbers with when you have your little posse with you. You're gonna talk trash,
Hmm. Yeah.
whatever. And then he says, while there is safety in numbers, they when there's blood on the ground, they'll turn on their own
Then
because
I'll start
they
fighting
see,
against
and
each
they'll
other.
start fighting against each other.
Mm,
And I
yeah.
absolutely love this. This is such a great song like that. And also
Yeah.
in the chorus, like you were saying, you push me over the edge because I'm nothing like you. I
Mm,
really like that because I kind of reflected on me, right? Because
mm,
I really try to be like this really nice person, and then and I am. I'm a genuinely nice person when you can come up and talk to me, and I'll
hmm.
talk your ear off about
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
But like if you really like want to like get
Piss
make
you
me
off.
mad and piss me
Hmm.
off, I'm nothing like you. I will fight to the death.
Yeah.
I'll fight like it's like this is the song that's going to be playing when I'm beating your ass. Like
Hmm.
this is like okay,
Yeah.
let's go. Let's do this. This is how I feel about it. And
Not the neck crack.
he's like, oh, let's go. I guess I have to. I guess I have to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. And it's just,
Yeah.
but I have one last thing to say about this album, the Huxley.
Okay.
I want to say something genuine from the bottom of my heart. Fuck you. Like the
Thank you.
what a
I was hoping it'd be
you're
that.
welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. What a way to end the song,
I'm
man.
going to clip that completely out of context, by the way.
Do it, man. I love it. I love it.
That's the album opener. Sorry, that's the podcast intro for you there.
Oh, it has to be. And it's just, I really just love how he says that so nonchalantly.
Yeah.
And he's just like, I'm going to say something from the bottom of my heart.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
it breaks down with the fuck you part. Bro, let's
Great, that.
go.
That's
Like this song
needed
was,
more of that.
we needed more of that in this song.
Mhm.
I felt like this song
Yeah.
could have went a whole nother chorus and then this.
Yeah,
I
I
felt
do.
like you could have went like a whole nother chorus, made this song like 3.5 minutes long, and then
Yeah.
I would have still loved it.
And then done that. Yeah.
And then did this. Still a great song, man. This is an absolute banger on the album. This is probably
Yeah.
what a lot of people are gonna like. They're really gonna like,
Mm.
To the death,
Yeah, the
because it's
heavier
hard.
stuff.
So
Yeah.
it's the heaviest of the stuff.
Yeah.
And we'll get to other songs that are pretty heavy too. Not just, heavy musically, but heavy lyrics as well. So we'll definitely get into that. But that's all I really got. This are there any final notes you got for To the Death?
No, I just wrote "fuck you" in capital letters.
Fuck you too. I love you, buddy. All right, so we're gonna go. I'm gonna start with Flowers.
Okay.
This song caught me off guard in a way. This was like very punky kind of deal. But towards the end, you got a breakdown somehow.
Yes.
They are so good at doing that, man, in these songs. They take these and they pull on your heartstrings, and then they put these breakdowns at the end. It's like I feel like I'm feeling emotional, and then they give you a breakdown like, whoa, where did this come from? It was like a whiplash in this song.
Like an RKO out of nowhere.
Bro, this was an RKO out of nowhere. It really was. But I really love, this is a song about not holding anything back. Like there's no hidden agenda. There ain't nothing going wrong. You just keep thinking about him, and damn, it's been too long. I love that before he gets into the chorus, he's already like talking about don't hold anything back. If you care about someone or you really love someone, tell them before it is too late, because you're never going to get another chance, because we're going to call back to another song where he says, we're going to be standing in one place. Like, why do we stand in one? Make it make sense. Like this is, it always calls back to that, because I don't want to stand in one place for the rest of my life. I want to tell people how I feel, whether it hurts their feelings or not. I'm honest with them. And I feel like, because once it goes into the chorus, he says, I don't want to wait till the party's over to tell you everything that I should say sober, because being drunk is a lot easier to tell people how you really feel, because you get that kind of courage, and and your ambitions go down, and you tell people how you really feel about them, whether it hurts them or not, whether it hurts you. But we should be able to say those things sober, like say them because you already feel this way. You don't need to get drunk to tell someone this. And that really like caught me off guard, like for real. And I was just like, wow. And then he goes on to say, because you don't know, you left the good old days till they're dust in the wind. Another callback to another song, bro. Dust in the Wind by Kansas. Yeah. Dust in the Wind. And that's it. And then he goes, now suddenly the years are feeling shorter. And he goes, nobody wants to hear, but we're getting older. So I'm not going to wait another month or even an hour to give you your flowers, like to give you what I really want to give you. And this song was just so heartfelt, man, throughout this whole song. Before I go for the rest of the song, because I could talk about this whole album myself.
I know you love this song, though.
This is basically just like this could just change into me reviewing the album instead, because I can literally talk about this forever. But what are your thoughts about the song, man?
This song for me, I don't know, I feel kind of torn, because I really like the message behind the song. And again, I really like the chorus. But I think apart from those two elements that I like, it's still not a memorable song overall for me. I don't know if that's just because I'm not relating to it or anything, but like I said, I do like the message behind the song and the way that the song is written. But I don't know, it's just, I probably wouldn't skip, because like you said as well, I probably wouldn't skip any of the ones, but I probably wouldn't go searching this song out to listen to it again, is like where I'm at.
That's fair.
But, like I say, I do really like the message behind it and the way that it's written. And obviously that kind of surprise breakdown in it, given the fact that it's a sort of upbeat poppy song, came out of nowhere.
Because if you don't listen to the whole song, you're not going to know that it's there. And people like they're like, oh, this is just a sappy song, I'm going to skip it. It's like, bro, you're missing out on a really good breakdown in here.
I do like that part of it. But that's kind of where I'm at.
Okay, so I'm also going to go where he goes. It says, too many memories blur into one, except for the first time you told me you were proud that I'm your son. I really
Mm,
like maybe that's like a callback to his dad, and I think that
mm.
that's really cool. You
Okay.
know,
Yeah.
and it might have seemed so small in the grand scheme of things, but I
Mm,
remember every word you said like it was yesterday,
yeah.
and I kind of teared up a little bit when it came to, because I kind of, and he's right, you know, all these memories blur
Mm,
into one when it came to with like my dad. There's just so
yeah.
many of them. They just become one memory basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it says which like where do I pick from? Because it's a
Mm,
small in the grand scheme of things. But you know, he remembers every word that he has said to him like it was yesterday. And
yeah.
I just
Yeah.
really absolutely love
That is
this callback
wholesome.
to his family.
I
This
have
is
to say
so
that.
wholesome,
Yeah.
and I really love this. And
Yeah.
now, now we can now we can get into the breakdown if you want to. Let's get into the
Why not?
breakdown. Why
Why
not? Let's
not?
get into it. But
Yeah.
but before he does that, you know, he goes, you know, reaching out, I'm tossing you a lifeline. I really
Mhm.
love the way he says lifeline. I really love
Yeah.
that. And then he says, respect earns respect. Don't you know that? Don't you
Yeah.
respect earns respect? I
Again,
love that,
fair.
bro. It's so
Yeah.
good. That little mini breakdown is so good
Hmm.
because respect earns respect, and he is
Yeah.
absolutely correct. And that's
Mm.
another lyric that I kind of want to, you know, get
That would
tattooed
make
on
a
me.
good
That
tattoo. Yeah.
respect earns respect, and I
Yeah.
absolutely love that. There, like you
Mm.
said, there's going to be quite a few lyrics that I've searched through.
There's a
That
lot to choose from.
there's a lot to choose from. We got a lot to go, buddy.
Yeah.
But that's all I really got for this one. This was a
Mhm.
great song. Go listen to it. Like you said, I'm not going to search for it, but I would never skip this song.
Yeah. Yeah.
You are correct
Yeah.
about that. I will give you that. So we
Will
are
you
going
give
to
me my
go.
flowers?
I will not give you flowers.
Oh, damn. How dare you?
I will give you a pint of Guinness.
I will take that gladly.
All right, there
Thank
you
you.
go.
You know me
All
so well.
right. I do. But now it's your turn to open up with
Oh, man.
LeBron, baby. Let's
We've
go.
timed that completely perfectly, haven't we? Since we listened to this song for the first time, I cannot get enough of it, seriously. This is just an absolute happy, upbeat, awesome, energetic tune for me. And I
It
just
really
still,
is.
I still do feel a bit of Weezer when I hear it.
It
Just
does
for the
feel it.
guitar
Ever,
riff, not really
ever
the
since you
song.
said, ever since you said that, I cannot get it out of my head.
I know I can't either. I'm sorry about that. That I've sort of
It's
spoiled that for us.
fine.
But it's just the riff only, just the way that the song opens. But yeah, again, an amazing chorus in this, which is the bring home another dub for my city and run like it's
No, shout out
2016
to
and I'm
Ocala,
LeBron.
baby. Let's go.
Another callback, yeah. I mean, obviously, as not really a basketball fan, what's so special about LeBron in 2016?
So he won 5 championships basically at that
Wow.
point. So he has
Oh, okay,
five
right.
rings. Like how many rings do I need, you know, for before
Yeah,
you
okay.
call me the one? You know, and
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of where that comes from.
That makes full sense now. Thank you for explaining that to a
You're
dumb
welcome.
British football head.
But I really
Um,
did love that though because he did play for the Miami Heat when that happened. So he was, you
oh,
know,
okay.
he was in Florida when that happened. He was part of the Miami
Yeah,
Heat.
yeah, yeah. Okay.
So I
No,
I absolutely
that's
love it,
cool then.
man. I don't know if he
Yeah,
still
I like
plays
that.
or not with them, but I just know that he's won a lot of championships.
I mean, I think I saw it in a headline that he'd gone to Lakers from there,
He
didn't he?
did. I think so. Yeah, I think
Yeah. I
you're
don't
right.
know what he's
Because
doing. I don't
because
know
I
what he's
was
doing
gonna say
these days.
Lakers. I was gonna say Lakers, but I
Yeah.
didn't want to be like fact checked and be like you were
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
wrong.
I can get
Well,
away with that because of where I
well,
am.
well, you know what? All I gotta say is, all you half-ass critics, go have the day you deserve about that. How about that? Fucking love that line, man.
I've been shouting that line doing this.
Just
Have the day
go.
you deserve, like
I love it,
screaming it.
man.
That is one of my favorite parts of this song because
Uh,
yet again, it's an FU to the critics
it
again,
really
and
is,
another
man.
song, and I
I feel
love
like
it. I really love it.
and I think that we're starting to piece together that this basically is a fu to all the critics, you know,
Yeah, it
that
is. Yeah.
have done this. So, and he
Mhm.
says, you know, he says between something given and something earned. So you can never understand what I do for real. You only do for pretend. You know, it says, it's true, you'll see me when I'm long gone. I love that, man. It's just, it's like, what I do for real, you only do for pretend. Like, basically, when I'm singing their songs, I'm only doing this for pretend. He's doing this for real.
Yeah. And loving it while he's doing it also.
And loving it while he's doing it. I absolutely adore this song. This song was such a grower on me. And then
I don't think it was a grower for me. I think I loved it that much when I heard it for the first time. Yeah. I've just loved it. Carried on. It's not worth winning if you can't win big.
Win big. That's right.
Correct.
Yeah, I knew that was like going to be like a lyric that you were going to talk about, because that's another one that I've been like shouting, you know, like whenever I'm singing this song. This was another one, man. And then it's just, and then he goes closer to the edge. Just, we're out here on the stage. Everybody can see. It's just us against the world. Just my brothers and me. Nothing more that I can say to make you believe. So fuck what you think, bro. I love it.
Again, what a mic drop and walk out. That's basically what that is, isn't it? But I love that part. I think I sent that to you, didn't I? I love the "It's us against the world, just my brothers and me."
So again, that's funny because that's another lyric that I might get, you know, tattooed on me. It's us against the world. I kind of like just want that one, or maybe I might just do the "It's against us against the world, just my brothers and me," and I might get that on like on my forearm right here, because this is where I want it. I want it right here. But that was another one that I kind of saw, and I was like, or I was going to do the "So fuck what you think." That was another one that I was like that I wanted.
I was just going to say, what about that?
Fuck what you think, and I was like, yeah, let's go. I want this one too. So that was another one that I had idea. But
I think that "It's us against the world" is a good idea for one. Actually,
I like that.
I do love that.
It's us against the world. It really is, man. It's just us against the world. We are just small specks in this whole cosmic scale.
That applies to like whoever you're talking to. Like you've just said it now, and it means us against the world. But whoever else you're talking to, oh look, it says, you know what I mean?
It's just
us against the world. It's whoever you're talking to at that point that it can like be appropriate to.
And that's kind of like how I feel about it. It's like if I'm talking to another person and it's like and they read my arm, it's like, it's us against the world. It's like, yeah, you and me, man. It's us against the world. You know, like, it could be anyone. It's just we're just here. We're just specks in this fucking cosmic universe, man. And people just don't understand it. It's just us, and on this small little planet we call home. You know,
on a rock.
I love it, man. So we're gonna go ahead. It's great, man. So we're gonna go to "Die for Me." This is an interesting one. This was actually written by Ollie Sykes. So this one, so I remember you sending me the screenshot of that one, and I was like, oh, cool. That kind of makes sense because it has that kind of Bring Me the Horizon vibes.
Yeah, it does. Strong. And
real strong. This is all about kind of like a person that loved you, and they was like, oh, I would die for you. I was so in love with you. And then, you know, and then he goes and says, "A promise made is a promise kept, and you cross your heart and hope for death. You swore on your life, and you ain't pushing daisies. Now you're gone. You act like I'm crazy." I love that, man.
I've got that one written down. Daisies and crazy. I love that. Yeah.
Who hurt you, Ollie? Because I know you wrote this song for them. So, but I really love Jeremy's take on the lyrics, because I wonder how Ollie would have sang this song. That's kind of where I'm coming out from this, because I really do like that, man. I don't really.
Oh yeah, I do.
This is another one where I wouldn't go out of my way to listen to, but I would never skip the song if it came on. You know, that's just. But that's I do. But the lyrics just speak to me so much. Like, you read our last rites, laid us to rest. So R.I.P. to whatever's left. I love that, man.
Yeah, that is good.
It's so cool. Like, but like you said, I do like what he says, you know, daisies and crazy, the way that he rhymed those together. Because one's like, oh, I'm super crazy, but daisies is supposed to be like this beautiful thing. And then rhyme them together. I thought that was very clever. The lyric
Yeah, I
writing is
did.
very good in here. This is a very Bring Me the Horizon like lyrics right
No, yeah,
here.
it is. Yeah,
Very,
well,
very much so.
kick myself because when I was listening to the album for the first time, and you were like, message me everything that you think because I want to hear it. And
Yeah.
I almost said at this point, God, I feel like this could be a Bring Me the Horizon song, but I never said it to you. And then when I
Yeah.
found out afterwards that he had, I was like, oh God, I wish I'd
Oh,
have
I
said
should have
it.
told you.
Because now it sounds like I'm just saying it. Now we know that it's Ollie's that helped co-write it or whatever. I'm like,
Mhm.
oh shit, I wish I'd have said it originally. But another thing about this song for me, anyway, that I kind of find, I don't know, a little bit wholesome, is that I feel like this song is Jeremy in Florida, you in
Mhm.
Florida,
Mhm.
Ollie, who's from England, and he's literally from about 25 minutes away from where I am. And the fact
Nice.
that those two have got together and done something cool, I kind of like that and thought,
Kind
well,
of like us,
we're literally
that's kind
from
of
the
cool. I
same
like.
areas that
I
those are
didn't
from
even
as
put
well.
that together. I didn't
Yeah,
even put
no.
that together, and I
Yeah,
absolutely love
I thought
that.
I'd save that, so I was kind of like, oh, that's sort of a bit wholesome. These two guys are getting together and doing something cool, and hopefully we are. Well, we are.
And yeah,
Not
we are,
hopefully.
man. Yeah, what are you
Yeah,
talking about? We are.
yeah.
And I really love he says, "Oh, and how quick you forget to put your money where your mouth is. Mouth is,
Yeah,
mouth is." I love
yeah,
this. This is such a great song, and this is a good like looking back song
yeah.
on like maybe like a failed friendship or a failed
Mm.
relationship. You know,
It
you
can
can like
apply to
look
like
back
anything.
to like
Yeah.
anything, and I really love like how vague it can be to just
Mm.
apply this to anyone that you really want. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
and it says me, and you cross your heart and only wish for death. And I
Mm.
really absolutely just I really do like the song. Like I said, I wouldn't go out of my way to really like look for it to unless I want to show it to
Yeah, yeah.
someone. You're like,
Mm.
oh hey, Ollie wrote this song or whatever, and I
Yeah,
would
yeah.
show it to him. But I'm not gonna go
Mm.
out of my personal way to go listen to it. But like I said, I would never skip it. This album is amazing and people
Yeah,
just need
yeah.
to go listen to it.
Mm.
Why are
And
you
I think
getting
as
all
well,
the good songs, man, to talk about?
I'm just going to say as
They're
a
all
final
good.
thought on that, I think we need to give Ollie some props for him as a songwriter because he is a very talented lyricist as well.
He really
And
is, man.
I'm not really sure that he gets the kind of, you know, for want of a better word, the flowers that he deserves for
That's
his
true.
songwriting. But I think he is a really good songwriter, to be honest, if you read through some of the lyrics of their songs. So, and he's obviously
I
from
think that it's
nearby.
very true. I definitely very much agree. After we did our Bring Me the Horizon episode,
Mm,
which go check that out on Spotify. It's really good. It's one of our
yes.
favorite episodes that we did. He
Mm,
is a very good lyricist, and I think
yeah, he
that he
is.
does not get a lot of recognition of what he does and
Mm,
how he writes. And a lot of
yeah.
people were saying that. Oh, that was another thing. Speaking of all the writing songs, they were saying like A Day to Remember's got a lot of ghost writers that write songs for them, and I'm like,
Ah, okay.
okay, and why does it say that Zach is writing all these songs then? Why is it saying
Mm.
the writer is Zach or whatever? Oh,
Yeah, there's a lot of
sure,
that like
sure.
co-writing. I don't think it's not like
I
they're
don't.
getting somebody in to write the whole song while they just sit back and do nothing. I'm
That's
pretty
very
sure it's a
true.
full team effort, you know.
It really is, and the people are
Yeah.
just it's not like because Drake did the same thing.
Mm.
Hey Drake, I think you. I heard you like him young. That killed me hard. I had to.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he had a ghostwriter to write all of his songs, all of
Mm.
them. He didn't
Yeah.
write one goddamn thing. That is not
No.
the case here. The case
No,
here is
no, of
they are
course.
co-writing songs because
Mm.
this is a collaboration. This is not anything to do with like, oh, they just have ghostwriters now and that's it. Fuck
Mm.
that, bro. They don't.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
really good. These are talented people that are like putting their hearts out here with the lyrics and stuff that they're doing.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially, with the song, like um Die for Me. Like, bro,
Mm.
this is a great written song. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah. And to be
Enough
fair,
on
like
that.
that
I could
point.
rant on that forever.
No, no, I could, but that point is also like look at all of the famous songs that were written in history. There's a lot of, it's not like somebody just sits down all by themselves and writes these bangers. There's a lot of people involved in all sorts across all genres of music as well, isn't it? So one, it's not like it's something new that happens, and
Right?
two, look at the quality of songs we get from these like collaborations and stuff. But anyway, yeah, whatever.
Find something new to complain about, critics.
Yeah,
Find something new.
have the day you deserve.
That's right. All right, we're going
Anyway,
to
never mind about. Hang on a minute. Never mind about me getting all the best songs. This is a great song, and you know it.
This is a great song. So, this is the one that you get to talk about first.
Oh, I thought this was you talking about.
No,
I thought I spoke about that one first.
Me.
All right, then that makes sense. Sorry, I understand now.
Right.
For me,
I get the next one, so it's fine.
For me, I don't know if we'd mentioned it before. You definitely said that you're glad that this made the album, which I fully agree with. It's a really good song.
Definitely a good fit for the album.
But I'm sure we both have said at some point in history that this does have a very wage war feel to it, which I love, obviously.
It really does.
And it was only when I was looking at the album on Wikipedia today to see who, because obviously I thought, well, if Ollie Sykes has written some stuff on there, see who else has. And the Wage War guy is on this song.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So like, I was going to bring that up too. Then that's why I was getting like confused of like with Wage War and Bear.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, well, the Wage War guy's right here, you know?
Yeah.
And
he's actually on quite a few songs, to be honest. I can't remember all of them.
He actually writes them. He actually doesn't. I don't think he like helps write a lot of this stuff. And shout out to another Ocala band, Wage War.
Yes,
Let's go.
Course.
Absolutely love them. We still need to do a Wage War episode. You know.
Yeah, we do. Yeah,
we've got so many episodes to go, man.
I know. We've got a long list.
Got a very long list. So tell me your thoughts about Miracle. I know that we've talked about this one before. Are there anything new that you want to like? Because I know that I got a few things to say about it.
Well, I do like the part in the very beginning where the way the song opens, really, with "If you could only feel the way that I feel, ready for the war to come my way." And I struggled, so I know what it takes. The pressure only builds till it breaks. Those opening lines are amazing, aren't they?
And then he goes on. If you could only see if you could only see the way that I see, you can find the faith to take the leap. And it only took one shot to prove I'm not made of glass. There's no pain that you could cause that won't eventually pass. I love that, man. There's no pain that you can bring me that won't eventually pass and make me stronger. I don't need a miracle. I don't need your fucking miracle. I absolutely love this, man. This is a big FU to a lot of people that, you know, especially like in my life that have wronged me, left my life. But guess what? I have grown and I am stronger now. He says, you might think it's something spiritual, but I don't need a fucking miracle. Love that, man.
Yeah, I love that.
Just absolutely love that, man.
It's kind of the pennies just dropped now. I'm like, I don't need anything. I'm enough. Yeah.
That's another lyric that I want to get on me is, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. I really want to get that tattooed on me as well. And I think that's really cool. But I got to put my will is stronger as well. I got to put that on there. If I'm going to do those, I have to do that whole thing. And then,
that would be good.
And then you, like I said before, you get 2 breakdowns for the price of 1 in this song, man.
Buy one, get one free.
Buy one, get one free. You get this for free, man.
Yeah.
This is an amazing song. I'm so glad that
Another thing I've just noticed, actually, is the way that the first line of the song is, if you could only feel the way that I feel. And then the second verse is, if you could only see the way that I see.
You just now picked that up?
I've only just spotted that.
I'm disappointed.
At least I picked it up now. At least I picked it up now. Yeah, that's.
Were you riding on a snail this whole time?
With a very slow pen.
Very slow, yeah, right.
Yeah. Hey,
were you taking the long way to Mount Doom?
Yes, I was.
I really do like this song. The video was really cool to this one as well.
Yeah, it's got a good video.
I don't really have a lot to talk about this one because we've already talked about this one. You know, go listen to our Data Remember.
I feel like we've obviously both listened to this a lot. Yeah, we did mention it in there, didn't we?
We did mention that one. That one is a 2-parter. That one is about 4-something hours long. So if y'all
It
want a
is.
nice little podcast to go listen to, and you got like a nice little,
Yeah.
and you want to kill some of your workday, go listen to that episode. That episode is amazing.
That was a fun one to do. That
was a fun. I was so scared to do that
obviously
one
for you
too.
it was.
Yeah, for you, but you were so scared to do that one.
No, it was. Yeah, I think I've got over the fear now.
Yeah,
like, just generally.
Just
I don't know if it's a band that you were kind of obsessed with or have a strong opinion or love for. I do find it hard, but I don't think I do now.
No,
I think I'm all right now.
Kind of like when it came to like Panic at the Disco and MCR, you were
Those are high stress episodes. And the Elton John one with your own mum.
Oh
my God, that was the stress. That is the most stressed I've ever been.
That was all the stress of all stresses.
For all the other ones, like they did remember Panic at the Disco and MCR, when we started it, I kind of thought, right, well, that's like the end of the stress now because I made all my picks and we're just going to talk about them. But for the Elton John one, I just felt the stress throughout the episode because I felt like every song I picked, you were going to judge me. Or your mum was going to judge me, which she did, which is fine.
And it's kind of funny that you say that because I felt the same way you felt about the MCR episode when Megan was here. Shout out to Megan. You know, that one I was nervous about too. I love MCR, but I am not obsessed with MCR like she is. I felt that pressure too. That was the first time that I felt pressure from a guest. Not from, you or you and I, but like I was stressed. And that was a great episode. Go listen to that one. Man, we're just like doing all of our like social.
I know we're at a full marketing.
We're on a full marketing today. Yeah, I love it, man. Go listen to the episode. The MCR episode is probably one of my favorite episodes that we've done. Go listen to it. It's great.
It'll stress me out. Anyway,
I know.
You're onto a fun song now.
This song.
I know you love this song.
Is absolutely amazing. I love the way it starts so soft. And then it's like, you get me every time. I'm always disappointed, but not surprised. I kind of want to get that tattooed as well. I'm always disappointed, but not surprised. I love that because I really love the lyrics of this one. There's a few lyrics in here that I do like that I want to get tattooed, but we'll get to them.
Okay.
But I really love how he goes, I just wish that you could do better, make good choices, not be self-centered. The ones we love the most hold the sharpest knives. And that's another one I want to get. The ones we love the most hold the sharpest knives. That's another lyric that I would love to get tattooed. And I said that to Megan, right? And she was like, so emo. And I'm like, I know.
It's very emo now.
Have you met me? Do we not know each other?
Yeah, that is very emo, but also a very good line.
It is, and it's how true is that too? Because when we give ourselves to people that we love so much, and we're basically giving them the weapons to destroy us.
And the sharpest ones,
because they can literally cut you up right now if they really wanted to on a whim, and they can break you so hard, and it's just like why would you want to do that to yourself? And the way that I get from this song is like, it's not really about a relationship or a friendship to me. It could be about one or the other. It's not really about one or the other. It's about both. It's just a relationship in general with someone. And this song definitely goes out to some of the people that I know, because I wish that they would treat themselves better. I wish that they would have some, stand up for their choices and stuff. I wish you could do better, make good choices. Not really the not be self-centered part. That's kind of like narcissistic, in a way. But I feel like, I just wish you could do better, make good choices. I want this for you because I want you to have this, but I don't feel like we're on the same team right now with the way that you're acting. And then that's just how I feel about certain people. It's just I just wish that we could be on the same team, because this is not how I wanted things to play out, but they have to. And then he goes, you always take what you want from me, turn around, blame me, we're not on the same team. Like, he just goes right into it. Amazing chorus, by the way. Tell me how you feel about that song, man.
Another chorus. There is some really fantastic lyrics in here. I was scared that you were going to mention all the ones I was going to mention, but you didn't. But I like it when you were talking about the tattoos, obviously, make good choices. That would make a good tattoo.
Which
Just
one?
make good choices.
Yeah. Just make good
That would be
choices.
quite cool. Yeah. But yeah, after the bit where you just stop there, when he says we ain't on the same team lately, half price levels of loyalty, save it. Because honestly, that don't mean shit to me. I really like
I
that. It's like if
love
you're not gonna
that,
give me
man.
100%, I'm not bothered. Don't bother.
Not even bother
100%
one.
or
Yeah.
zero. That's where I'm at. There's no halfway, half-assed shit or anything like that. I really like those lyrics. Chorus, obviously amazing. The you always take what you want from me. That's very catchy. That is an earworm that I've had.
Really,
You
yeah.
know, I quite like. I do quite like this song. I probably would go search it out. That's kind of where it like
Same.
ranks. But
Same for
that
me.
that's just you always take what you want from me has just been like just in my head. You know, when I'm going to get a drink, I'll be like, da, da, da,
It's
da, da, da.
funny
It's
that
a
you
very
say,
catchy
it's
piece.
so funny that you say that because there's another part that I find more catchier than that. It's a part
In
where he
this,
says when he does that when he does the half price levels of loyalty, save it because honestly that don't mean shit to me. You miss
yeah,
the next part, the hurt you hide and then weaponize. I
okay,
love
yeah.
it. Oh, it's
Mm.
so like the way
That's a
he
bit
says
wage war-y.
hurt.
Oh, I prevail the way that he
Yeah,
sings that.
but the way he
Mm,
says hurt, he hits that little high note, that falsetto,
mm,
and then but I love that. That's another one that I would
mm.
get tattooed is the hurt you hide and then weaponize. I
Yeah,
love
yeah,
that
yeah.
one. So that's a really good. This song is just
Mm,
filled with really good lines that people could just
yeah,
grab a line out of this song and be like, okay, I need to live by this today,
yeah.
or like this is something I need to reflect on today.
Mm,
But as soon as like the first chorus ended, like the first beginning part ended, and then it got heavy, I was like, oh
mm.
shit, what's
Yeah,
about to
yeah,
go down here?
yeah.
And then cause
Love that part.
I love the part where he goes, shh,
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
take it out. I love that so much because
yeah.
he's going through all this heavy shit and he's just like and he's like they're yelling at each other or something. And he's like,
Mm.
shh, and he's like, don't take it out
Yeah,
on
yeah,
me.
yeah,
I
yeah.
love that, man. It was so good.
I think, I mean, I can't be bothered doing it, but I'm sure if I look back through our messages, I think I said something like, if the singer shushes in a song, you know shit's about to go
Yeah,
down.
right.
And I still stand by that.
and but
And the
and
spelling out the loyalty as well. That's a cool
oh,
little
we haven't gotten there. We haven't
part
gotten
of it.
there
Oh,
yet.
we're not there yet. All right.
We're
Okay.
not there
Sorry.
yet. We're not there yet.
Okay.
But we can go there if you want, because that's basically where we
I would love
can.
to go there.
So where he goes, we're on the same team, same thing. And he goes, accountability is not convenient. You made your choice, face the consequence. And then the breakdown happens. And he goes,
That's,
oh, and I was like, oh my God, let's
yeah, yeah.
go. And then
Love that.
he goes, where's your loyalty? Loyalty. I'll spell it out for those who can vibe. Bro, this is actually one of the best breakdowns in the whole album.
Yeah, it's a good
I
one. Yeah.
really get like the old school hardcore
Yeah.
breakdowns with here when you're spelling out a word into like a
Yeah. Yeah.
song.
Yeah.
I feel like you get that old school
Awesome.
vibe. And then
Mm,
this was one of those ones that I just came back to a lot of the
yeah.
time. And this
Yeah.
was
Me
definitely one
too.
I would never skip. I sing this
No way.
one. I sing that. There's no way I'm skipping this one. And
No.
I really would love to get half price levels of loyalty. Save it. I like,
Mm,
because honestly, that
that
don't
would
mean
be
shit
good.
to
Yeah.
me. That would be a good tattoo as well. I think that that's
Hmm.
cool.
Yeah.
Like I said, this song is probably on one of those ones where, like you said, I would go search for this song and show
Mm,
people. It's like this
yeah. Yeah.
song is an absolute banger. You need to be listening to this
Mm,
song ASAP. And it's funny that you say it because I listened to the album with you, right? And the whole
mm,
album, how we were doing that.
yeah.
It's funny that you say that because I did the same thing with one of my D&D friends,
Mm,
Courtney. Shout out to Courtney. Love you. You're such a
out,
good
out.
friend. Shout out
Yeah.
to her. She was listening to me, like with me with it, or sorry, or I was listening to with her through the
Yeah.
whole album, and we were just going song by song like we were, and she
Hmm.
really likes Miracle. I was like, yeah, that's an older song or whatever, and she's
Yeah.
like, and then it got to same team, and she says, I really love this song. This song
Yeah.
is absolutely amazing.
It's a great one, is
It
this?
is
Yeah.
such an amazing song, man. And then my buddy that I disc golf with, that I used to work with at the county, messaged
Yeah.
me when the day the album came out. Says, "Bro, I called him. I was like, I am
Yeah.
already miles ahead of you already. I have the album in vinyl, bro. I mean, listen, you are late to this party.
Yeah.
I already saved. It's great, man.
That's great. Yeah.
This was one of the songs that, you know, my friends and I really enjoyed listening to. So this was
Yeah.
definitely one I would show, like, if someone likes a good, you know, chorus, a good lyrics, good breakdown.
And a cheeky breakdown, yeah.
And like, this is a song that I would definitely give them for sure.
Yeah, me
But that's
as well.
all I got for this one, man. This song is an amazing song. 10 out of 10.
Yeah, go check it
No
out.
more notes. Go check it out.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna move on to silence. You get to talk about silence today.
Was it me again? God,
It
I
is
really
you
do
again.
get stellar picks, don't I? So
Tell me about it, buddy.
oh God.
You don't even know
This
where to
is
start,
just-
do you?
No, you already know how much I'm in love with this song. Literally,
You were
Number
humming this
one.
song and singing this song while we were
Yeah,
like just
I know.
beginning the call today.
yeah, I know. So I know that I already said like the other earworms that I've had, but the amount of times that I've just been like cooking or cleaning or whatever I've been doing, and I've just been shouting, "Destroy the cornerstone." That would be my tattoo that I would get out of this whole album.
Really? Oh my god.
Yeah, seriously.
That's super cool.
I
love
literally
that.
would get that as a tattoo. I think it'd look fucking awesome with like a stone on, stone like
Oh,
thing in the
gotcha,
background
yeah.
or something. I think that'd look well cool, but I'm running
See,
out of space as it is already.
I would get the tear out the heart of those atop the pedestal. That's
yeah,
the ones
that is also good.
That's what I would get. Or
Yeah,
I
that
would
is a
get
good
the
one.
silence will no longer suffice. I would probably get
That
that
is
one
pretty
too.
much made to be tattooed, actually, now you
It
mention it.
has to
Yeah.
be. That's one of them, like the ones
Yeah,
I got called out.
yeah.
But
Hear that.
I know you want to
man,
talk about
fucking
how
love
the
this song.
songs. I know you want to talk about how this song feels to you, like musically. What do you
Yeah,
think
because I remember
musically about
saying,
this
didn't I?
song?
The tempo of this song completely like blindsided me. I was not expecting anything like this song on the whole album. It has such a strong, like, groove tempo that just makes you want to walk around the streets with your chest puffed out and be like, yes, this is me. It really reminded me of Bad Omens in the start. It don't. Now I've listened to it loads of times. It doesn't really remind me of them anymore, but I can still think why, just because of the pace and the tempo of it. I did have a look again at the people that wrote the song, and one of the guys who was involved with production actually has produced some Bad Omens in the past.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
that kind of like ties that all up.
The Wizard Kid or something? Or WZRD Kid?
Yeah.
Something like that.
I can't remember who it was now.
The producer is for this whole album, basically. Right.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I can't remember what his name was now. I wanted to say it was like Tough or Cuff or something like that, but I can't remember the guy's name. But anyway, yeah. The other part that I absolutely love that genuinely made the hair stand up on my arms and I got shivers up my neck is when it kind of breaks down and you hear the tapping on the cymbal part.
Yes, let's go.
I am literally obsessed with that part. It's so good. And just the whole, yet again, another amazing chorus. I'm sounding like a broken record myself now.
But no, that's good. You are not wrong. You're not wrong.
After the Destroy Your Cornerstone, tear out the heart of those atop the pedestal. Silence will no longer suffice. And then right at the end, he repeats the no longer suffice. And it just goes over and over. And oh, man, I feel completely in my element with this song.
Because and then before the breakdown happens, he's like betrayer. The way he says betrayer really gets in. I really love it. Like a thief with a hand in the wishing well, betrayer. We caught you. Then the blade fell.
He screams it.
I love that, bro.
I feel like we're going into Viking battle listening to this song. That's how it makes me feel.
It's funny that you say that because I definitely got Viking vibes from this. I felt like this was like a kind of an homage to like kind of deathcore-ish songs. I feel like there's a
Yeah.
lot of deathcore elements into this song,
Yeah.
and you
Yeah.
can definitely feel it with how slow the breakdown is, how slow
Mm,
then heavy the chorus is. This
yeah.
is this is one of those ones where I did never skipped. This was
Mm,
anytime that it played, I just got that, like you said, I got that Bad Omens vibe in the beginning, and then it just switched gears, and I was like, I'm all here for this, man.
yeah.
This is how I want it to be. It's like
You said when we were doing the listen through, you were like, I don't know if you said you're gonna love this, or I'm interested to hear what you think about this, or I think you might have said you are gonna love this. I think.
I think that this one's probably gonna be like your favorite on
Ah,
the
that was it.
album.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I
you
was like,
did. Yeah,
yeah, it's like I think that this one's gonna be the one you love the most. And
yeah. This is definitely going to be
I
in my
was
top
not
5 songs of
wrong.
the year. No,
Yeah, no, I
it will be in
guarantee
my
it.
top 5 songs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's one of the best
it
songs
will be.
on this album. I think so as well. 10 out
Mm.
of 10 songs. That's all I got for this one.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Anything else, man?
I just beg and plead everyone to go and listen to this song, please, and tell me that it's not an absolutely immense song.
All
That's
right.
all I've got.
And now we're gonna go to the closer. Closer
Oh
than you
no, so
think.
soon.
I know.
No.
But we have been talking for way over an hour now. So
Well, yeah, that is true, actually. Yeah, yeah.
but it's
We have
flown
strung this one
by.
out. Yeah,
It's
no, yeah.
flown
And it's
by.
all valid what we've said.
I think that this is a great closing song. I think that
Hmm.
this is a song that I was very emotional during this song. This
Hmm.
was this was one of those ones where like I said, when I was going through that heavy kind of stuff, and kind of am
Yeah.
now, I'm kind of getting better at dealing with it. This was a
Hmm.
song that kind of helped me realize that the light at the it is closer
Hmm.
than I think.
Yeah, yeah.
There's like I know that you picked out the lyric, if the world's just spinning like a time bomb ticking away, and I
Hmm.
really love that lyric too. But
Yeah.
the way that I I think about the song is the way it starts is a Greek tragedy. You ain't left
Hmm.
that room for days. It's your hideaway. Like you can't come out of this room. Like for me, sometimes when I get so depressed, I never want to leave my room.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't want to go anywhere. I don't,
Hmm.
and it becomes like this depressive cycle to where I can't get out of. And then he
Yeah.
goes, I'm on the outside looking in, like he's seeing this happen to another person and it's
Hmm.
killing him. Like me, in a way, I'm seeing this happening to another person right now. And they're doing a very good job about covering it up. But I
Hmm.
know that, this is kind of what they're going through. And he says, I'm on the outside looking in. I see what's going on from a third party perspective, and
Hmm.
it's killing me of what's going on with you and what's going on. And
Yeah.
there ain't nothing I could do or I could say to change a thing.
Hmm.
There's nothing
Yeah,
I
yeah.
could do to help you feel better about this situation. And I know that
Yeah.
that's true because I may not have been there myself, but I know what it feels like to be in that position of like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
feel like the world is just going to end. And
Hmm.
once again, man, another great chorus. This is
Yes.
such a good chorus in a way. So I'm done talking about the first verse and whatnot,
Hmm.
going into the chorus. Give me some of your thoughts, man.
So I've been trying to work out why he starts it with a Greek tragedy and trying to work out the actual meaning behind that. But if you do Google, which I now have to get back up and reread to you again,
Yeah.
so we get a Greek tragedy is a prominent theatrical genre from ancient Greece
Mm-hmm.
and exploring themes of fate, divine intervention, and the human condition through the tragic downfall of noble characteristics, often due to their own flaws. So I was trying to work out, is he singing to himself in this song?
I don't think that he's singing because later in the song, someone did this to me too, like basically. So I
Yeah,
feel like
okay. Right.
he's singing this for other people that have gone through this,
Right,
and
I'm with you.
and because
Yeah.
someone did that to me,
Mm,
and we'll definitely get there.
yeah.
There
Okay.
there's another lyric in here, but we'll get there. But I really love it. It says the world's just spinning like a time bomb ticking away. Then
Yeah,
go
that's
and
my
lock that
favorite
door
line.
and throw away the old key away. the part that I love the most is right after that when he goes, "I know your heart's still hurting. You can take it out on me." I
Yeah.
love that, and I feel
Mm.
like that's another lyric I would want on my arm
Yeah. Yeah.
because people that are hurting, come
Mm.
take it out on me. I've been there. I've done that. I know what you're
Yeah. Yeah.
feeling. I can empathize with you and help you
Mm.
out and understand of what's going on. I
Yeah.
may
Yeah.
not have gone specifically what you're going through, but I know that feeling that you're going through, and I can
Mm.
help you. Please take it out on me. I can handle this. I've been through it. I've grown. I've gotten emotionally and mentally stronger because of this, and I can
Yeah.
help
Yeah.
you too. And I feel like that.
Mm.
And then he goes, "There's a light up ahead, a little closer than you think." Just like me, like when my dad passed away, I thought that was
Mm.
going to be the end of everything that I was ever going to accomplish. I thought that was
Mm-hmm.
the end of like mentally, emotionally, that was going to be the worst thing that ever happened to me. And look how
Yeah.
strong that I've gotten 10 years
Mm.
later. And
Yeah.
then,
Yeah. Yeah.
and the light was closer than I thought it was because it was
Mm.
literally 2, 3 years after that. I started feeling better about myself and I started,
Yeah. Yeah.
working on myself to get
Mm.
better, and then
Yeah.
that light finally shined where I was happy again. And I didn't
Mm.
have to deal with this tragedy anymore. And you're right,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
A Greek tragedy is about the human condition of
Mm.
like falling. Like this is a human condition. There's
Yeah.
you can go to other animals and be like, because other animals will go through this as well. Like elephants do
Mm.
the same thing. They mourn their dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
They so like the same thing. This is a human condition of like we are aware of ourselves. We are aware
Selves.
of
Yeah.
how small we are. This is the human condition that we all live in.
Mm.
Our life is the human condition, and I this song is
Yeah. Yeah.
just this song has so many different layers to it
Mm.
that I could probably just
Yeah.
make a podcast just about this song itself. Like I could literally go into lyric for this one,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
I kind of want to do, but like I don't want to make this song just the podcast, like
No.
the
Yeah. I
majority
know.
of it.
Yeah. People can listen and interpret it themselves.
Exactly.
Also, I'm reeling you in.
Okay. So and then it goes back into the lyrics where there's this no, there's nothing quite like the first time your heart breaks. Yeah, you ask how long am I gonna feel this way? I can't say. Like I
Mm.
can't tell you how long you're gonna feel like this, but I can tell you
Yeah.
that it's gonna be okay one day. Like
Mm.
kind of like, and I kind of
Like
like
eventually.
eventually it's gonna be okay, and you're gonna live a
Mm.
new normal life. And then
Yeah.
he goes into the chorus again, and he says,
Brilliant.
but then he goes, "Take it out on me." The way he screams that,
Mm.
just bro, I was getting so like the first time I heard the song, I cried. It was just so
Mm.
because I was going through a lot. This was like one of
Yeah.
the songs that I really needed, and this is such a tearjerker to really
Mm.
end like an explosive album. This was
Yeah. Yeah.
I
It
think
is.
that this, but there's right after that. This
Mhm.
is a top contender of what I want tattooed on
Mm.
me. So let's
Yeah.
go scream at the sky like no one's listening. I
Mm.
love that. Let's
That is a
you and
great
I
line.
let's go to an open field. Let's go to the
Hmm.
beach. Let's go somewhere and just
Yeah.
scream at the sky like no one's listening. And
Mm.
because this is what I really want, and I absolutely love this, man. I
Yeah.
got more to
That
talk
is a good
about, but go
contender.
ahead and give me more thoughts that you got.
I was going to pick up on that line because I really do like that and kind of what it means. It's such like the scream from "Take It Out on Me," that final like scream, and then into that one just adds so much like raw emotion as well. Yeah, it is very moving, and like you've said, it is just an absolutely brilliant like ending for the album. That is
What a way to
literally it.
close it, man. For
Yeah,
real.
it is. It's a very good one. Very,
And
very good.
I like that, like, and I know it feels like the ending, but somebody did the same thing to me. Like we were talking about that
Mm.
earlier in the
Yeah, yeah.
song. Like that's what I was saying. He's not really singing to himself, he's singing to other
Mm.
people. It's like someone did the
Yeah,
same thing to me, man. And here we are,
yeah.
like here we are standing in front of you, like saying
Mm.
there's light
Stronger.
there. I am
Yeah.
stronger now, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
Mm.
Absolute This song is genius, man.
Mm.
What
It
a
is.
way. to end an album, and I hate to say that, like, this brings us to the end of the album. This
Mm,
is I was so blown away when I first listened to this album, and I'm still blown away to this day of what little things that I can pick up from talking to you. There's some things that
mm,
I won't forget now that you
yeah.
have said during the episode that I'm gonna pick up on now.
Mm,
And I love that every time that I listen to this album, there's always something different that I'm hearing that
nothing new.
I
Yeah.
love. But
Yes.
man, now
I've
we got to
very,
do our
very much
solid and
enjoyed this.
platinum, our solid and platinum choices here next. I know you enjoyed this album, but I want you to kind of. I'm going to say my solid choice, and you can say your solid choice, but I want us to guess our platinum choices.
Okay. That's
I
good.
say,
Good idea.
I, I say that my solid choice has to go to Closer Than You Think. This was an amazing song to end an album on. This was
Mm,
very an emotionally charged song. And I think
yeah.
that this song is going to stick with me for a very, very long time. This is,
Yeah.
like I said, look, we just talked about it. I don't need to talk about it anymore. But this was my solid choice for the album.
Yeah. That is a fair pick. Mine's gonna have to go to LeBron.
Of course it
Yeah, it
is.
has. It has
It
to.
has to be.
I'm basing these two picks off what I've been listening to the most, and
Yeah,
yeah,
no, I got you.
that is the song that I've listened to aside from the next one, which is quite
Would
obviously going to be the easiest thing you've ever done for the next one.
what do you think that my platinum choice was?
A bit harder. Um, Obviously there is so many good songs that I know. I'm trying to think like you, Dav, that I know you've listened to and loved. But I think yours is. I'm torn between two, but I'm
What are
gonna
the
pick.
two?
I think yeah, I'll tell you the two and tell me if I'm anywhere near. I'm stuck between All My Friends and Make It Make Sense. Is it one of
No,
those?
no,
Ah,
it's not.
no.
It's not.
Ah, put me out of the misery. Is it?
It's
I bet it's To the Death.
oh, that was close. You're closer. You're
Oh God.
closer. Mine. So that would be my third choice. Would be Two to Death.
Right. Okay.
My platinum choice for this album has to be Same Team.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
I cannot get enough of this song, man.
Yeah. No, that's
The song
fair.
is absolutely amazing.
Mm.
I think that this is going to be an easy pick for you for your platinum
Mm.
choice. I
Of
think
course.
it's going to be Silence. It has to be
Of course it
Silence.
is. Of
Of
course
course
it
it
is.
is.
Yeah.
Of course it is. The way you talked about it just made it clear that
Mm.
how much you really love this song and how much you but it was almost hard because I thought that To the Death was also going to be one of yours. And I
Yeah,
like
I really like that one as well.
I
Yeah.
think that To the Death, um, LeBron, Silence,
Mm.
Closer Than You Think, the same team are gonna be in both of our Spotify,
High up. Yeah.
like mixed together. If you mix both of ours
Yeah,
together, I
yeah,
think that those
yeah.
five songs are gonna
Well, that
be
blend that we've got, they'll all be
the
in there.
blend that they're all be in there. You know, I was like, I love it. I'm absolutely in love with this album. This is a 10 out
Yeah.
of 10 album. Huxley, do you have any closing thoughts about this album to our viewers and listeners?
Oh, I've already been thinking about this earlier this week, and I just cringed at the fact that I'm going to say the same thing I say every single time we talk about an album. But there genuinely is something for everyone on this album. Nevermore has this been more appropriate. If you forget all the times I've ever said it before, this is an actual, like, steal reason to listen to this album because it genuinely is. I think all fans of A Day to Remember will find something in this, but also all fans who may not even know of any other albums, they probably know Homesick, but any other genre fans, I think, again, listening to this album the whole way through, there is a song that you'll find and you think, oh, I love that. Like if you're a fan of Blink 182, or you're a fan of Beartooth, or you're a fan of Slipknot, there's kind of such a range of genres across the whole album that is just perfect for everybody, I think. But I seriously went into this album with no expectations, with a little bit of pressure from you. But
Yeah.
not you didn't give me the pressure. I
No.
felt the
I got
pressure.
you.
But but I've genuinely really, really enjoyed this album so much. Like I even had it on in the gym the other day and was just on the treadmill
Nice. I
along,
love it,
along to
man.
LeBron. It's like there's a song for like every occasion. That's what I like about it. It's such a diverse album. So I think a round of applause for A Day to Remember for this, genuinely.
Um, out of 10 waves, what would you give this one?
I think
You can
I'm
be
probably
honest with
gonna give
me.
it. Yeah, no, I am gonna be honest. I think I do give this a 9 out of 10. Now I've listened to
Man,
it for a little bit
that's
more.
very high praise
That
coming from
is
you, man.
it is
Very
very,
high
very high,
praise.
but I am genuinely impressed by it all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see, like the same thing being so my closing thoughts for this, since I have been listening to nothing but this album for the last month, basically, month and a
Yeah.
week. I it's hard for me to just pick one thing or many things for people
Mm,
to enjoy this album. But as you know, a fanboy of this band, it's hard for me to kind of give a non-biased opinion
yeah.
for this album, and this one
Mm,
is no exception. But I will say this album may not be homesick, but this is the new homesick to me.
mm,
This is the
yeah.
newer version of the homesick album, I think.
Yeah.
This is homesick 2.0. Like
Yeah.
this is exactly what I think about this album. This album is
Mm,
quickly becoming one of my favorite albums of all time by them.
yeah.
And I think that, you know, because Common Courtesy and Bad Vibrations were probably some of my favorite ones. I still like What Separates Me From You, that's still up there. But
Yeah.
this album is slowly becoming my number one, and it might be Common Courtesy for my number one pick for album.
My God. See, that is
That's hard.
strong
That's
words.
strong
Yeah.
words coming from me because you know how much I loved the Common Courtesy album.
Mm,
Because I felt like
yeah.
that was like their first album they really did on their own, and that
Yeah.
was what really felt like they felt like they could do anything. They felt like they conquered the world.
Mm,
When it came to this album, I feel people are giving it so much shit for not even knowing where it's coming from. And I
mm,
think that that's underrated. And these
yeah.
people need to go fuck off and go have the day you deserve. This
Yeah.
is it's not
What a
needed,
perfect way to end.
right? This is a 10 out of 10 album for me, for sure.
Yeah. I love that for
And
you. I do. I love that you love it so much.
I can't wait for volume 2. This is going to be
I know.
amazing. And
Well, the
what
only
an
question
album.
is that going to live up to this?
Even if it doesn't, I'm still proud of them for how far they have come for these
Hmm.
albums. Because
Oh
even
yeah,
with
definitely.
the
Yeah.
because even if people shit on You're Welcome, there were still good songs on that album that I still felt like that were really good and
Yeah.
underrated.
Mm,
And I think at what I gave that album like what a 7 out of 10 or something like
yeah.
that, 6.5, 7 out of 10. Because I
Yeah.
even fell to the critics on that one, but I still tried to find some positives out of it. But this is
Mm,
a huge step up from that, and
yeah. Yeah. I
I
agree.
cannot wait to see what they got in the future, man. But that's what
Mm,
I got to say to our viewers and listeners. Um,
well,
Huxley, I know that I'm gonna say this all the time. Um, I'm trying to think of something that I could give you to like go off of, but I don't really got anything,
surely
man.
it's in the album title. Come on.
Oh, can you give me those big old socials?
I thought you were gonna hit me with that
Was trying to
straight
do
away
something. I was trying to think of like a
from the
lyric or
songs.
whatever with the songs and
Ah,
stuff, you know. But
I'll give you the
Huxley,
big old socials.
give us those big old socials, man.
I feel like I've not done this for a while, like I've forgotten it. You can drop us an email at wavesacrosspod@gmail.com. Email us the show. You can follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at wavesacrosspod. You can like and subscribe our new YouTube channel, which is doing very well,
Hi,
and
YouTube.
appreciate everybody who's done subscribed to the channel and given us loads and loads of comments. So yeah, we're very, very thankful for that. And we've just hit over 500 subscribers. So yay for us. You can also come and join our Facebook group, which is Waves Across the Water in the groups on Facebook. I'll put the link for that in the description. And yeah, we'll make sure that this album is also in the description for the episode as well. So you can listen along with us as we talk through all these wonderful, wonderful songs. And I think that is everything
I think that is
socially.
everything, man.
Socially
is everything
acceptable.
socially. I don't think you're socially acceptable.
Ah,
I still love you.
thank you. Thank you. A lot of people
All right,
don't.
guys. Well, with that said, I hope that y'all guys have an ear-opening rest of the week. Go listen to this album. This album may not change your life, but it changed mine.
Mm.
But with that said, remember, be good to each other. Peace.